All right. Blah. It's been a little while. It's been a little minute. It's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Feels like it's been an insane amount of time. But yeah, I'm back. And I'm ready to work on stuff as soon as I get these goddamn boots off. And then set up the camera and usual stuff. All right. That's it. I've had a lot of time off. I think last week, what was I doing? Oh, okay. So what had happened was after the Polyphia concert back in like April 7th, like really early April. Or it might have even been at the end of March. I think it was the end of March. But anyways, I had a orthodontist appointment, which I had to wake up super early for, which usually means that I wake up at like 6, 7 p.m. So yeah, obviously didn't have time to get things ready, especially because like I had no time to plan and think about what I wanted to do. But I think I took that time off specifically to actually do what I needed to, as far as like think about what new process I was gonna do for this one. Wait, sorry, shoes. Wait. The boots are off. The dogs are out. All right. Okay. But yeah, and then the week after that, I went to Beetlejuice with some friends. They had a showing down here in North Carolina, Durham, at the Deepak Center. I had a really good time. I like going there every now and again for some Broadway shows. I think I'm gonna be at. I also have tickets for the Moulin Rouge show that's gonna go on. And who knows? I might go to the Lion King one next year whenever they have that. Otherwise, I think they have like another 8 different shows that they announce in this big thing, and it's like some of them are just kind of really not great. Or I mean, sorry, I'm sure that they're great performances and the people that are interested in it love it, but it's just like MJ the musical, like Michael Jackson. We're going into Michael Jackson appreciation in 2023. Or another one is Mrs. Doubtfire, which is just like, I don't know anybody that likes Mrs. Doubtfire. I was not raised on Mrs. Doubtfire as much as I loved Robin Williams. I mean, I'm sure there are people who like think the same about Beetlejuice and Moulin Rouge, but you know. Yeah, I need to stop being so judgmental about other Broadway shows when Broadway in general is it's a little goofy. They're all goofy. And they're all like weirdly commercialized because it's like adaptations of films and stuff that like are already like famous books or famous movies, and then they adapt it to a musical. But yeah, all right, that's enough of that. Let me give a little wipe to the surface. There's still like a knife mark in my drawing tablet. Let me see. I don't know if it shows up on camera. There's like a little hole like here. It's like really tiny because I ended up stabbing through something I was cutting. I just keep my tablet out on the surface and just don't put it away. It got too annoying putting it back in the box, finding a place to put the box where I wouldn't be hitting it every couple of minutes. But yeah, I was cutting something on top of it and then like it just went right through. I was like, oh, time to buy a new tablet. But it works just fine. It took it like a champ, which I guess is a what is it called? A commendation of Huion's tablet. I think this is the Q11 first gen. I think the second gen has a wireless pen, but this one has like a wireless pen that you have to charge. So I think the other one is like charged by the tablet. I don't know. I don't get the technology. All right. Now just like a few minutes to adjust the camera. It takes like 2-3 minutes. Then we're gonna get on to the stream. I'll probably go on for a long time because I have my coffee, I have a drink, and like I feel bad that I haven't been able to work on my digital stuff in 2 weeks. I did a little bit of digital stuff on my time off though, on a piece I haven't been working on since like last year. Okay, that's that. Camera control, exposure, bring it up by 1, turn down the brightness. I'm not sure what that does. I think the brightness gives me a little bit more of a like a fine control over exactly how bright the lighting is. Still think that's a little blown out. There we go. Saturation, let's bump that up so I don't look so dead. Contrast, do I need contrast? Just a little bit like that. And I think we're gonna be good. Okay. Has my camera always been that fluttery? Hang on, let me see if that's how it is on Twitch. Sorry, I'm just trying to check the Twitch end of things just to make sure everything's okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to check the Twitch end of things just to make sure everything's okay. Okay. All right. That's enough. I think we're all set up. Everything's how I want it to be. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so as far as my plans, I have a different rendering style that I haven't tried before, which is at some point I've noticed that artists flatten their work. It seems a little stressful to me. Some people I've noticed just do one layer for the entire thing, which is insane, but you know, I admire the effort. Yeah. What I've seen is after they get most of the flats in the rendering and the shadows in, they at some point flatten their work and then continue to work off of that flattened single image. So it becomes like one piece that like you don't have to worry about changing one section and having to fix it on another layer, then fixing it on another layer. It's like all one big layer, and you just work from there. I'll probably still keep like a backup just in case, because I don't know, that sounds too terrifying for me. But yeah, let me see. I think what the last stream before I was all done was I just changed the hair and then I added a little bipod attachment to the gun. But I think we're ready to go ahead and get started with the flats. I think, yeah, that makes sense. That's where I probably left it because I knew it was going to be a little tough. Oh, I think I know how to do this. I don't remember now. Let's go ahead and throw this away. I only did this for the camera, basically. Oh, for the thumbnail, basically. Turn off everything except the character. Jesus, why won't you disappear? Go away. Let's see. What is this? I think this is just an extra layer with nothing on it. Yeah, let's delete that. Sometimes I'll just click add layer too many times. All right. So we're gonna do a bit of a quick flatting. Something I've also learned to do is what's it called? Or sorry, something I want to start doing is I've noticed that people do start theirs in black and white, in in grayscale, and I know what that's for. I've always known that that's for like lighting out the values, but I think like the way I think about that process is now a little different because I've always had a little bit of trouble with that. So let's see how that goes for this process. So we're just gonna. Oh, okay, yeah. I know. I remember specifically. Like, I think adding another. I'm trying to find a way to explain it, but basically, starting at gray 50, and then blocking out the values from there. What just happened? Oh, it's an eraser layer. Sorry, just a second. I'm gonna let my friends know that I'm streaming. All right. So yeah, starting at 50 and then deciding both the shadows and the lighting at once. I think is gonna be really interesting. But let's go ahead and get these guys detailed out. I'm gonna go with like a really dark gray for the main character. My keys are being sticky. Not actually sticky, but like whenever I click it like doesn't do anything. Or I'm having trouble explaining. Whenever I click the key, it'll stay in that position, even though like the button pushes up just fine. It's just the command won't like end. And I don't know if that's something where like my file is too huge, or if like the drivers on the tablet are a little clunky. You might hear me clicking like very loudly because like I'm just like losing it, trying to get like the hotkeys to work correctly. This is on the wrong layer. Okay, here's how we're gonna do. We gotta start on the line art layer. We gotta click the color masking tool. Then we can start working. I think it's better if I start with the outline first, because I can't see once I've filled it in. I don't know why I struggled with that. Doing the hair is gonna be really tough because I made his hair so like wacky. So there's probably gonna be like a lot of pockets in and out, like all these little divots. That's probably where the quick flats are gonna have the most issue. What is it called? Color masking tool? I keep calling it quick flats. Tomato, tomato. Yeah. So I'm thinking of having everything kind of like really casting like heavy shadow, except for maybe his face, which is looking at the phone. I think the face is pretty much going to be like the only light source that he has. Maybe, or maybe we do like a cast shadow from the roof of the building that he's standing on. So like there's going to be like a large cut like across his legs, and then like everything else is going to have like a bit more even lighting or regular lighting. But we'll see. All right, let's see. It's gonna be a tiny little cutout here. Fill that in. Fill that in. No, I don't even want to look at the hair. That is gonna be so annoying. Probably even more annoying than this gun. On my birth certificate, it's just a regular N. If you want to know my birth certificate information, but as far as like what it should be, technically, it should have the little line over the N, because it's more of a nya sound. Penya. Also, hello. Good to see you come back. Right now, I'm just trying to get like the outline of this thing so we can get the flats done quickly. I'm terrified of doing the hair because there's a lot of little pockets and things that I'm gonna have to cut out. We'll see. We'll worry about it when we get there. Hi there. Good to see you too. It's been like 2 weeks since my last stream because I've been just out and about doing stuff. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple of Peñas around. I have no idea who's technically related to me. I think it's all just one big web. And like quinceañeras and everything, it's just everybody's related or not related. If you're a friend, you're related. Thanks. I'm really glad to be back because I wanted to keep working on this thing, and now I kind of sort of actually have a plan of what I'm gonna do. Kind of sort of. Oh, this is tough. All this like pink area is me trying to like mark where the character isn't supposed to be, and then I'll like do one big like flat color for the character itself. It's a little easier to start with the outline too, though. Yellow. Just right back into the stream. Oh, all these little pockets. Why did I make his hair so weird? I should have just kept him with the John Wick hair. But no, I wanted to make everything look anime. Yeah, I was away getting my teeth worked on and watching Broadway shows. Saved a lot of money on my teeth. I was supposed to be getting a crown, but they ended up finding out that all I needed really was just like a new filling. So instead of paying like $900, I only paid like $90. It was a pretty pog moment. I watched Beetlejuice, and I had a very good time. I knew it was gonna be like crude and like very silly and comedy based, but it was very funny. Like I actually like thought a lot of their jokes were great. Yeah, they had like an insane set where like everything was all kooky and cartoony, and I loved how cartoony everybody was. Like, you know, like the rich dad was extremely pompous and just like openly dumb. The crazy wine mom crystal lady, she was very very kooky and wacky, but also fun. It was just all over the place and with their characters, and I had a good time. The Westminster Ball was also over here in North Carolina a little bit ago. I considered going, but it was just all the good. It's weird. All the good shows were like happening this year, and then next year there's like only one show I want to go to for like the entirety of 2024, which is the Lion King, which isn't even like a story I'm that passionate about, but I do know that it's like a good musical. Hmm. Cirque du Soleil. Yeah, you're right. I like Cirque du. Or I've seen like other circus performances kind of like it, but I not that good. You know, like the Cirque du Soleil is supposed to be really good. You're probably thinking of the movie, but yeah, Beetlejuice has like a Broadway musical that got really popular off of TikTok. There's like a YouTube video that I watched that explained like the whole story of it. I think that's all. Oh no! I got too excited. Of course, that's not all the hair. There's plenty of hair. Yeah, Let's Miss Ball. I do want to see that eventually. Maybe if it comes around next year, or you know, sometime soon. The shows that I've watched so far were Hamilton. Hamilton's like my number one favorite musical, so I had to watch that. Besides, I guess like Phantom of the Opera, but rest in peace, Phantom of the Opera. Then this one is my second one that I watched, Beetlejuice, and then that's weird. There's a lag there. The next one I'm going to be watching is going to be Moulin Rouge, which I'm very excited for because I watched the movie and extremely enjoyed it. I thought it was a fantastic movie. So I'm hoping that the musical is going to at least meet that, if not better. Okay. Oh. I think that's pretty much all the pockets. It doesn't need to be super specific because we're gonna have to clean it up later. I like musicals. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I just like musicals. They're fun. They are very goofy. You have to like, you know, what's the word? You have to like leave yourself like open to like a lot of just nonsensical stuff. But honestly, I like it. Like I have a pretty artsy friend group, and even it's hard to even convince them to watch musicals. Oh, that's awesome. Theater seems like it would be like a really fun place to be. Besides, you know, like all the stress that I'm sure that goes into it, it seems like it'd be really fun. Yeah, I had a good time this week. I went with friends, and it was also like it didn't take itself too seriously, so we could like just have fun watching how goofy it was, and just having fun with like all the characters being silly and being very aware of their silliness. I don't think I need to get too clean here. I think this is about as close as I need to get. Then, you know, like whenever I finish it, it'll be able to complete itself. Ooh, hold on, let me while I still have it. I have to make sure that the pink is transparent, or else it will actually fill everything in pink. Okay. Nope, that's not it. I don't know what color this is. Okay, there we go. Nope, that's not the color. What's going on? There it goes. What did you end up getting a degree in, if not theater? I don't know if that's gonna fill in correctly. Paleobiology. So that's like I'm not sure. Is paleo dinosaurs? Okay, yeah. I assumed it was some kind of like old you know, like what's it called? Prehistoric thing. But I wasn't sure if it was dinosaurs, if it was like just like a very certain period, like wasn't sure. But yeah, I watch a lot of videos from like what's it called? It's like those like historical nerd videos that talk about like dinosaurs and then like archaeology. Yeah, paleobiology. I'm guessing is like the actual diets and how their systems are assumed to have like developed. Looking at eggs. Oh, I see. This is supposed to fill in like right here. That was a faint line. I have a lot of good time. Like I listen to like all of it. So like I'll listen to like ancient cultures and that kind of thing. But I think specifically like what gets my brain going is I'm really into the like tree of like human evolution. So like the Denisovans and all those like other species of human that like didn't end up going on, like the Neanderthals, and then just like all the like rare finds of like early humans. So like Lucy. Is it the Cheese Man? What is it? What is that guy's name? There's that like that really old skeleton that was found. Yeah, I really like watching like the evolution of humanity that way, and just like how they found the bones, what it means, how their diets were changed, the fact that we might have hunted down Neanderthals, you know, that kind of stuff. It's good stuff to have on in the background, even as somebody who has like literally zero knowledge of like how carbon dating and all that kind of stuff really works, or radioactive dating. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, shoot, sorry. Yeah, I love finding it like old human civilizations like that. Okay, go ahead and lurk, relax, vibe, peruse around other channels. It doesn't have to just be me. I just like that anybody's keeping me company while I get this stuff done. Oh, I'm trying to like actually fill it in like I'm doing specific colors. I forgot that I'm just supposed to be doing quick. Fill everything in, block everything in, ignore everything. I think I noticed a tiny like pixel where there's supposed to be the background peeking through, but we're gonna ignore it. Oh, why? I forgot to let the brush pick up the brush for a second. It really feels weird working on this piece again. Like I feel like this is like an ancient piece that I don't even remember what I was thinking when I started it. But when do I ever know what I'm thinking? This color is probably a little bit too dark. Probably should have gone with something just like 2 tones lighter, like this color. But it's alright. It's alright. I'll forgive myself. Bop. 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 He's just one giant shadow creature. Just as we all are. The line of the building here is like a completely different layer, so it's not gonna pick that up. Hopefully it's gonna pick this up because there's no line down here or down here, so hopefully the computer won't like have a aneurysm trying to figure it out. I feel like it's pretty obvious, even without the red line. Who knows what goes on in that algorithm? I think we're nearly there. And we can finally see how close the computer's gonna get. Make sure it gets in all those little tiny pockets. So it doesn't confuse one tiny little area for something that's part of the background. reach too far. There we go. Get these little thingamabobs. Doohickeys. There we go. Oh, I don't want to do all the little divots. Why did I do this to myself? All these little... it's at least it's better than inking. Inking is very like mind-numbing for me. Flats are really fun actually, comparatively. Bip, 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 bip. All right, I think we're good. Let me double check. Fill that in just a bit more. All right, let's see how it does. I don't know which one is the button. Let's see how it does. Please hurry up. And the file's not even that huge. This thing's gonna put me to sleep. Ooh. Did I press the wrong button? Why is it taking so long? Yeah. I don't think I have anything else coming up on my Tuesdays for a little bit. Let me double check while I was sitting here waiting. Okay. So next week after that. All right. So in like 2-3 weeks, I got the Moulin Rouge concert coming up. Like I said, they for some reason they just all seem to be coming at the exact same time. Okay, it looks like it finished finally. We're gonna convert it to a paint layer. What in the world happened here? Yeah, this is probably because of the fact that there's no line dividing the two. So we're just gonna have to hand do that one in a minute. But let's focus on the top here. It's a little bit of a miss there. It's a little rough there. This is like this tiny little decimal point. I think we're gonna leave that filled in. I don't think we need a tiny little point there. Even if I meant for it to be there, I think it'd just look silly to have like just like a little tiny little thing. think the filling in is like really rough because like the pencil or that I used for the line art is also like a rough texture. So it's kind of like having a little bit of a fit. Just a little fit, just a little bit. The hair didn't do too bad though. I guess because we were pretty specific on where we were going to color. But yeah, it's pretty good. Just fill this in. I just remembered another technique that might have been a lot quicker. We're gonna check that in just a bit. I'm gonna keep this, and then we're gonna do it again, but the other way. It should only take like maybe another like 15 minutes or something like that, or maybe even less than that. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, I just realized I don't even have my earring in. 1 second. I had to take it out for a second. Okay, let's take the headphone out. Where's the hole? Where's the hole, please? Oh my god. Earrings with hoops are so annoying. Dude, okay. It feels like I don't have any, like, hole. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. No. Come on, come on, come on. Get through. Ow. I think I pinched my earlobe. Okay. Jesus. Oh, that was so obnoxious. I have, like, another pair of earrings that are maybe the most infuriating thing that I've ever tried putting on. I just realized, do I always give my characters earrings? I don't know if I've drawn a guy without earrings in a long time. I just think it's always like another little area to show some personality. Welcome back. Hope you had a fun little adventure. I'm still working on the flats, but I'm just cleaning it up. Obviously, the hair was like a little bit of a mess, but it actually came out mostly fine. I have another flatting technique that I wanted to try. Rail gripping. You were on a train? Oh crap. No, no, no. Go back, go back, go back, go back.
Did you get up today? Whoa. And are you doing okay?
Yeah, nothing changed. Just I'm zoomed in so much because I'm trying to clean up the little hair and everything. There's another way of doing the flats that I wanted to try out, but I'm just trying to get these cleaned up first. Yeah, this one's obvious. Like, there's barely even a line there. It's like a ghost of a line. Oh. What train blew up? What are you? Are you from Ohio? Or actually, that's not even true. I'm pretty sure there's been like 7 derailments since Ohio. Oh, you are? Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, hopefully you're doing all right. You and anybody else you know in Ohio. Second of all, rest in peace for being an Ohioan. Place doesn't seem too great. Okay. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't check the gun either. Yeah, it's mostly good here. I live in North Carolina. I feel very much the same. We're not Ohio bad, but we're pretty bad. Oh, there's a little pocket here. I should have cut out. Clemson, is that in North Carolina? South Carolina. South Carolina is even more scary than North Carolina. Like I remember going over the North Carolina. I haven't seen like a Confederate flag in years. It feels like, and then as soon as I went across the South Carolina border to get to the beach, like I'm saying like 5 minutes into the border, it was like immediately like Confederate flag after Confederate flag, and I'm just like, this feels like an entirely like a town, a state that hasn't developed in years or something. I'm sure there's good little pockets, but like goodness. Oh, 1 second. All right, that's done. There's a lot of states that are just terrifying, to be honest. The Carolinas are pretty scary. I like New York. That's one of the only other states I've been to, though, so it's not that hard. Virginia was kind of nice. I had no beef with Virginia. Besides that, there's not too many states I've been to. Michigan. That does sound nice. Getting like good photos. Is Michigan in the middle or is that the coast? Yeah, that's what that's like above Ohio. Of course. But yeah, I'm sure it's got like great nature, especially with like the lakes up there. If you had an Instagram, I'd follow it. I think we're almost all cleaned up. Yeah. I think all social media is kind of like a little trashy, especially like some of the bigger ones like Instagram, because you know like you have like very little control over what happens on there. Like one day you'll just log in and like it'll be like an entirely different format, and you can't change it back, and you get very little options of like how to control your stuff, and that drives me nuts. Kind of like the whole like Apple thing where it's like you can't really customize too much on Apple. Like it's a very closed off system. Microsoft is always like the one where you can change a lot, but even Microsoft has its like hard locks, and it's trying to like take away a lot of that control. I get very like nutty about it. Yeah. Oh, sorry. This was about Instagram. But I do like that Instagram is like, as far as like reaching out to people, it seems a little bit more positive. The bots are very annoying though. Not gonna lie. But I think as far as like showing off art and just like meeting other artists, I think it's really good. Seems to have a very positive vibe. I would say like Twitter used to be that role, but I feel like Twitter has kind of just like melted into the ground at this point. It's like slowly becoming a place where it's like, oh yeah, if you link to anything outside of Twitter, you're just basically banned. You're non-existent. You're excommunicado. I considered like Twitter for like 5 seconds, but I know like Twitter is just like, even before like Elon and everything, like it was a pretty bad place for all forms. Like just like whatever about like the algorithm is just like very good at making you like feel like you need to put your position out there. Maybe it's like limiting to 400 characters or 140 characters or whatever, or just the algorithms like always pushing the most active content to you. But like I think I feel like I make fun of Twitter, but not just because like I don't like the like what I see on there, but also because I feel like if I was on Twitter, I would be very nasty and very toxic and like very unwelcoming to other people. Like on Instagram, I'm very positive. It's just my post and then like just dumb memes every now and again. But I think if I was on Twitter, I'd be like getting into fights, yelling at people. It'd be not great. Oh my god, it's Captain America. Very cool, very talented. I appreciate that. Let's just call it Captain America. Curse. Okay, You know what? That is very aggressive and also very specific. It sounds like you've been having that one in the chamber. It's like, oh, here's this crazy example of a tweet that I just came up with on the top of my head. Definitely not something I've posted in the past. All right. Now before that, this is pretty much all trimmed out and cleaned up as I wanted it to be. I'm gonna try doing it just one other way. So we're gonna select. How did I want to do this? I did it already before, but I can't think. Okay, hold on. I think I got it. Get the magic wand. Bip. Gonna make it like an ad. Wait, does that go through the entire thing? What just happened? Oh, I got everything except for the feet and the legs. Okay, yeah, I see. So let me actually use this tool to subtract. Why in the world would it keep that tiny little piece? Cut it out. There we go. Oh crap, maybe I need to add. Yeah, I think especially like how I am now, like I would probably be looking for like political fights, like all the time, and then I would be proven an idiot in like one little thing that I didn't think about, and then I'd have to just like delete my account immediately. When I had a Facebook, that's how it was. I would say like stupid things, and then immediately be like, why am I even saying this? Like I don't even like believe in any of this. Like I'll go and say like I basically questioned why people were sad at like someone's funeral, and like when I was like 13 because I was being edgy, and then immediately everybody started hating me because why in the world did I think that was a good idea? And then I was like, wait a second, why am I even using Facebook? Like I don't want people to like interact with me like this. And like seeing other people that I'm not interested in is what like makes me kind of like overreact at things like that. Where it's like maybe you'll have like a little bit like, oh, I don't even know these people. Maybe I don't really care about what they're talking about. It was like went up to like 11 whenever I was on Facebook. Where I'm like, if anybody's talking about something I don't care about, I have to mention that I don't care about it. And then I realized like, oh, that is gonna get me in a lot of trouble very quickly. And especially since I was like literally just like 13, so I was like, I don't think I should be trusted though. What just happened? I just deleted it. Why did I do that? Yeah, I'm glad that I got out of it like at least that early, because like I definitely would have gone down a very bad path if I kept like using what's it called? I forgot the name of it. Facebook, Jesus. Okay, here we go. This is the hard part. Or probably just talking about hot dogs. That's probably what I do. Like if I had a Facebook or a Twitter whenever the Glizzy Gobbler memes were going around, I would have been arrested. I would have been a demon on the timeline. Oh, I keep clicking the wrong button. I keep double clicking and it like ruins everything. Oh my god. Okay, no. Let's stop reading out. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. We're doing okay. Nothing's burning. We're just fine. Oh, you can't eat hot dogs? Strange. Strange that you would be so boldly weak. Ah, crap. Okay, that's close enough. Alright, how are we doing now? Alright, finally you got that leg cut out. What is this little pocket? What is this? What lines is connecting here that it decided that it needed to cut that out? This slurry. What does that even mean? Is it like not a solid hot dog? Like you make it sound like it's a Slurpee, which sounds like maybe the worst thing I could have ever thought of. Like a hot dog slushy, but it's just like the hot dog water. Heck yeah. Sorry, my brain is like losing cells. That is technically the definition of hot dogs, to be fair. I think this is the only like little tiny pocket that I want cut out, because it shows like where the edge of the shoulder is, and it doesn't get lost in like the gun. Just that little pocket. Oh, and the hairs here too. Of course, I'm gonna have to do the hairs. I mean, I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but I like hot dogs. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. They're very trashy food that like just hits the spot for me. Oh yeah, this got messed up over here. Jesus, it went all the way to the scalp. All right, I get it. My line art isn't that consistent. You don't have to yell at me. Yeah, like 90% of the time, like if I'm like hungry, like I'm craving a burger, like a real nasty burger. And it's like I don't know how to tell people. I'm like, I definitely don't want to eat burgers for like the hundredth time this week. I'm a normal human. I'm reasonable. I think that might be it. Let's see. Oh, we got the little straight hairs here. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Let me take out these spots. This little pocket right here. This is just a random speck. I should probably just clean that up in the line art, but I'm too lazy. good. Don't make a cheeseburger for dinner in the cafeteria today, and it was nuts. Just get that heart racing. It's very simple, very easy to please people like me. There you go, tiny little pocket. No idea why I did that. I'm just gonna undo that. Let me zoom out so I can actually see what I'm doing. All right, now I think we're good. Wait, what is this? What is this? Oh, I reused the wrong tool. I was supposed to subtract and not add it. There we go. Let's go. All right, I think that's good. So I'm gonna increase it by 1 pixel, or let's do 2. Where's select? Increase selection by 2 pixels. That way it's like halfway inside of the line art. Then we're just gonna drop in the color. Let's go like right here. I just realized that's outside of the border. I was supposed to invert it. So we're gonna also invert the selection. I'm really far from my microphone for some reason. Wait. Invert the selection. Bring this layer down. Then we're gonna drop in the color. There we go. Because something that a reason that I've seen people do it is because that way instead of the quick line art is because it gets in they really like the look of the line art having actually color underneath it. That way you can have the line art layer blend with it a bit. So like you can see like here, select, deselect. Is like you'll see like a difference between this part that has the color underneath it and then this part that doesn't have the color underneath. So eventually when we get to the stage where we're like putting on some, I don't know if it's finishing touches, but where we get to tweak the line art and how it affects the color underneath, then it'll be important. So I'm just gonna fill in some of the little areas, or maybe I trimmed off too much. What's happening? I'm gonna cry, please just give me the right color. There we go. Please, please. Here we go. That's pretty good. I'm gonna grab the line art and just erase that little speck. There we go. And then it's a little cloudy here. Just a little bit of cleaning up. Okay. It's got this little pocket over here, which is good. Perfect. No notes, no flaws. Literal perfection. Except for this. This I hate. There's like a little ghost up a line here. That was probably like screwing up the computers too. All right. Okay. That's all done. Literal perfection. Okay. Let me get a little bit of a stretch. A little bit of a stretch. Big old stretch. Oh god. A little bit of coffee. Okay. How far are we? Has that been 3 hours yet? No? Okay, it's only been 1 hour. Okay. All right, so from here, what in the world am I gonna do? Let's just plan for a bit. So I'm gonna turn back on the background layers so we can get kind of a bigger sense of what's gonna go down. Oh, that's what this is. It's just like the shadows. Cool. How do I want to do this? Let's duplicate this. Let's duplicate all of it, actually. Duplicate it. Turn it off. Then we're also gonna make it in black and white. So how would I do that? Yeah. Got you. Saturation. Very cool. Yeah, I'm gonna merge this group. All right. I think I'm just gonna think of this as like a quick little test render. So we're not gonna be sticking with this, but just so I can like have like a guide for what I'm gonna do for the colors and everything. All right. So I'm thinking he's gonna be very, very dark compared to everything, which is ironic because I just made everything completely black in the background when it's actually supposed to be brighter than the character. I think I can get away with that. We'll see. But I'm gonna have to undo this because there's no way I can change it back into white. Maybe just the clouds. What makes the building so dark? Oh, it's the background already, isn't it? No. What is happening? Oh, I see. It's coming together now. It's coming together. Not sure why it's making it darker. Divide, I don't know. Nope, that doesn't do it. I can't think of a way to do it. Okay, we're gonna delete all that. Bop, bop. Oh, I think. Whoops. Oh, I'm so lost in my own layers. Holy crap! I don't know where I'm going. Okay, that's the cloud group. I'm gonna delete that. Okay, that's the original. So we keep that and then delete this. Nope. That was a duplicate. Okay, so this is the original. All right, we're back to step one. Well, I think I got it this time. I think I figured it out. I think the issue was that I was I made it so that it was a dark layer over everything, but I forgot to click on the pass through to alpha. I think that's what that's called. Inherit alpha. That way, it only changes the colors of the area that has colors on it. So basically, just the clouds, because I'm only touching the clouds, are made into like black and white. Okay. Now we got it. We're good. Everything's okay. Nothing is wrong. Everything is working perfectly. Okay. That was way too much work. I'm pretty tired. I want to go to bed. I want to go to sleep. I just woke up a few hours ago and I need to go to sleep again. Okay. So now we have the character basically as dark as I want it to be. Maybe we can go even darker. Yeah. Why did I make him plumper? Weird. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good piece. It's just like the work that it's going to take to get there is making my brain like stress out. Like there's real talk. I'll be honest. There's already a piece of me that's like, I need to throw this away. It is completely like a mess. But like, I think I'm going to keep pushing through because I think I always have that in the back of my head where I'm like, I need to throw this away. This is embarrassing. What am I doing? You're a mess. Yeah, I know. Thank you. It's just like that self-doubt part of my head that is always there is like going crazy. But I've done this long enough. Like I've done this for years. Like I know how it is. All right, that's enough with the crying. I just want to change the shade. How about this color? Ooh, that's a good one. That's the one I'm gonna keep. Okay, so now we can start working because I wanted to get like the right base tone. So as far as lighting, we're gonna do it like this. So obviously, if the buildings are like glowing because they have like stuff on them, it's gonna hit the edges of the character. I shouldn't have done that. Hold on. Oh, why do I always do it on one stroke? I need to lift my pen way more often. Whatever. We're gonna keep working with that. We can actually probably light the cape underneath. The coat underneath. I think that'll look good. Like it's catching some of the light. It'll like separate the back of the character really easily, while also keeping him mostly shadowed. And like take out his leg. We're taking out his legs. And this is just gonna be a quick rough. I forgot what I was doing with the cape. I was intentionally lighting it up. I think I just whistled when I said that. I don't know how I did that. That looks really nice. I think because it's like a very simple shape. It's just a cylinder. Like there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is a very smooth cylinder shape. So like it's very easy to like realistically light it. And then the hair, especially the edges, are going to be like lighting up because some of it's going to be like almost transparent, seemingly transparent, because like the light will be able to carry through it. Oh, that's so cool. That's so dope. And maybe like it's soft transition from here. Oh, I'm loving the way this looks. This is awesome. See, my mood switches so much when I'm doing art. Like it literally goes from this is the worst thing I've ever done to like this is the best thing. No, that's fine. You can go ahead and take your time. Trust me, I can talk about by myself all I need to. I like hearing my own voice sometimes. We like this. We like this. So yeah, the reason I'm doing it in black and white is so I can really have like a better time understanding the values, especially with the background being at 50%. Like it makes you whenever the background is directly at 50% or you, bleh. I'm fumbling over my words. Whenever you start at 50%, the reason why that specifically is important is because you start at the very middle of the range of colors, so you can focus more on exactly where are the shadows hitting, and then where are the lights hitting. So like, you know, you'll be able to spend one layer figuring out where the light's going to be hitting, and spending the other layer knowing where the shadows are going to be like most important. And you can really explore the whole range of values a little bit easier. I've always kind of known this, but it's like I think specifically that bit of starting at 50% was something I didn't understand, and how that like changes the ideas for me. Oh, I'm back. Oh, my bones. Oh. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. This lighting is a style that's also very different for me. Having like a character be the place that you're supposed to be especially noticing, but also having them completely cast in like shadow, I think is not something I've done before. And that's a bit terrifying, but also kind of exciting. I like to try to like do something a little different, little tweak. Just doing the best I can while like trying to tackle like a new idea. Oh, like what's the word? Like expanding my repertoire, my little toolkit. Hang on. Trying to get the lighting of the phone just right. I'm kind of like blasting everything in like a soft light, and then like I'm gonna get in more of the shadows and everything that won't actually hit it a little bit more accurately. So like obviously the hand is not like pointing directly at the camera, or sorry, the screen, so it's not gonna hit the light. The back of the phone's not getting any light. You might see it like spread over to the edges of the phone. It's very similarly like that. Like the edge light is on this character. There's gonna be an edge light on the phone from its own light, as well as the camera. So like it's gonna be getting light from the buildings and skyscrapers above. I think I did that wrong. That should probably be less. Like that. Then we can have like the light from underneath glowing. I think we're getting there. Man, and I just realized that area is supposed to actually be hit pretty strongly by the light. Okay, I'm gonna do another layer real quick just to draw this out. I'm gonna even do this in yellow. So, this is the source of light as far as his face. So obviously I want to hit his face. Oh, I just realized there should be a shadow from his from his little trench coat. Okay. Right. So it should be casting out, let's see, from this direction like this. And maybe like little tweaks and little haze just around it, just a little haze. Just a little guy. Just a little guy. I think especially with like how shadowy he is, that's gonna be like a blinding light. That's why like it seems so significant here. But I'm just trying to like block out exactly where it's gonna be hitting as well. So like, is it just gonna be his face? And I don't think so. We're gonna turn it off. We're just gonna turn it off for a second. Gonna go back to the color. I don't know what color I was using. I think it was this. Yeah, it does look like I was using 50%. So it would probably hit his chest as well. Just a bit, like a little bit here. Oh, yeah. So it'd be like pointing towards here. Maybe a little bit here towards like the upper ridge of the abs. Or the ribs. Upper ribs, up the ribs. Ridge, I'm trying to say. Maybe a little bit of glow on this side from the gun. Just catching on, just have like a very faint bit of the light. Tie. Then we can get a little bit more specific. So like the jacket will cast a little bit of shadow here. because there's a little bit of distance between the jacket and the shirt. And then, like I said earlier, there's gonna be a cast shadow from the jacket thing. I think from like right here. That'd be more like right here. Make this a little bit more smooth. And I want this kind of like coming like a little bit of a, it's not hitting the phone directly, so maybe like a little bit darker towards the edge or the center. And here it's gonna hit pretty hard. So I think maybe like this isn't gonna hit it too super well, so this is gonna be like a little shadow underneath. Maybe make it a little less harsh. This is gonna like dig inwards. This is gonna dig like away as well, because it's towards like the back of towards his armpit, so it's probably gonna be a little bit more shadowy there. Usually armpits don't catch a lot of light. And then just gonna soften this so it's a little bit more subtle of a transition, so like that. So it's mostly having an impact like in this part of the area. Yeah, I actually like that. It should be a little softer too. Oh, and this area should be catching like no light. Maybe a little bit on the edge of the collar here. It's catching a little bit of that light too. Mostly shadow here. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I probably shouldn't be popping my knuckles like directly into the microphone. Bibbidi bobbidi. Get sloppity. Alright. And then let's do a layer for shadows. I'm gonna do this underneath the lighting though. So this is just gonna be straight up just black, just pitch black. So obviously like the deepest parts of his coat, where it's just not gonna be receiving like any light. Maybe just directly above the knee. Just like that. Just these areas of the leg and pants where it's like not catching, where it's like right in between the two light sources. Here we go. All right, I know I said this was gonna be like a quick little sketch of like how the shadows are gonna go, but yeah, that didn't well end up being what it is. Maybe you should take some water. I've just been drinking nothing but coffee and soda for like the past hour. My teeth are like begging me to stop. Have a good night. That was a really good conversation with you. Hope you tune in for the next one. Shouldn't have any problems being there. I'm just gonna keep working, see how far we get. Just a second. I think I'm doing the thing I usually do, which is like I over-render. I'm gonna, I think I need to like stop looking at my piece for a second and just reanalyze what I'm doing. I'm not opening up my DeviantArt to look at other people's art. No, that's silly. That's silly. I'm just pulling up some artists that I really like, just trying to see where I'm even going right now. Sorry, I'm just studying, basically. Just trying to see what kind of style am I going for again? Am I trying to like really like shadowy and render really heavily shadow and render everything, or am I going for more of a cartoonish style? Whoa, Jesus Christ, I don't even know what this is. I was randomly browsing and found like a really crazy piece of art. We're gonna put a pin on this. Oops. Oh yeah, I probably should have made this okay, sorry, I got distracted. We need to turn those off for a second. I think what I need to do is I need to use a hard brush. I should have done that from the start. And what hard brush am I gonna use? But of course, the chalk brush. So, okay. So we're gonna start again from here. So basically, what I want to do is just start out with like the bigger shapes, and then we're gonna dial it down. So yeah, obviously make this. I want to get the edges, but I also want to do it like in a quick way. So. I'm gonna shade light the face again. I just want to get the edges for now. I think it was probably a really good idea that I took a step back, because I think I was getting into like a very realistic styling again, and I don't think I should be doing that, because like this is not supposed to be a realistic style. I think especially, at least not for the start. I think maybe we can start with the simple, and then we can consider going into like a lot more of a, what's the word? Hi there. I'm just working on this piece that I've been working on for like a few weeks now. I'm getting into like the rendering stage. Oh, I chose the wrong color. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted. I'm just getting into the rendering phase of this character. Let me zoom out for you. I'm gonna dye that down just so you can see a little bit more of the character. Yeah, just getting all the rendering. Thank you very much. I think this is started before like another like little artistic change that I'm trying to go through right now. But we're just like slowly evolving and trying to like learn new techniques and just doing different things here and there. So right now, something that I don't usually do is I'm painting this in grayscale. So the background is at 50%, and I'm trying to work out the shadows and lighting as a whole. But first, we're working on the character. What is his name? I have not named him. But I noticed that this little strand of hair was not filled in. So I'm gonna just fill it in real quick. Okay, that's filled in. Now we can go back to this. I'm just trying to plot out the lighting real quick. Oh, that's the wrong layer. I was on the wrong layer. Why? Wait, why do I have one headphone in? Oh my god, my Spotify is like not loading anything. I mean, at least the music's still going, so it's doing its main function just fine. Okay, so that's the edges. There we go. Then the light's mainly going to be hitting the face. Why is it not doing anything? It's because I'm at gray 15%. Here we go. Mostly hitting this area right here. And we can like tweak it and get some lighting here. A little bit of lights hitting there, maybe like a little bit right here. Light's gonna be hitting there. He's trying to block out the simple shapes of where the light's hitting. Then they're also gonna get edge lighting from all the buildings above him, where all like the skyscrapers and maybe signs. We'll see if I can do like some of those like cyberpunk giant signs with people's faces all over them. I don't think it's supposed to be cyberpunk, but you know, just a little bit of that vibe. Just a little bit of that vibe. We do a little bit of cyberpunk. Little cyberpunk, little dystopia. We do a little bit of that. The underneath him is going to be really glowing. Maybe it's catching a lot more reflective light off the like roof of the building. Who knows? Who can say? I can hear my dad getting worked up about the soccer game going on. I don't know if the mic is catching it. Right now I have the alpha locked. So basically that means it's only touching the area underneath it. So all of this is within a group. And I have the base layer. So hold on, let me turn this off. So I've already got like the main character colored out. 1 second, turning off the background. So you can see like this one layer right here is just the character itself. Otherwise it's just background. Then I have this layer, which is going on top. That's alpha locked, so it's only touching things within that group underneath it. So let me turn on this back on. So we're back now on grays, turning on the background. So if I turn that off, then it just goes right over the character. So it's only affecting things that are within the group. So that means only the background. So if I turn it off, if I have the alpha locked and then turn off the I'm gonna call it the base layer, then it won't even exist because it can only touch things within the group. But if I turn it off, then yeah, it goes. It's almost like it's just like a regular layer going on top of everything. It's a very quick way to if you're just once you get like you need to focus on basically just separating the character from the background, and then once you have that, you can just like keep applying like layers that are like locked to the layer, so like you only touch things within that layer. It's a super useful tool for me. Before I was doing like the whole select only from the colors that are active. Hold on. So there's a selection from opaque, which just means that select whatever layers are turned on, or whatever layers have color on them and isn't transparent. And so that grabs. I'm on the wrong layer, huh? But I think the selection tool, or like select from opaque, can get a little. It doesn't do any like transparency very well. So if you have like a layer that's not like 100% filled in, then it'll act like it's 100% filled in. So you don't end up grabbing things as well as you want. But yeah. Alpha lock. It's a inherent alpha is a very useful thing. It makes it so I can just slap on another layer, make it inherent alpha, and then we can just add on like a new layer without having to worry about going outside the boundaries of the character. And it also leads to you having like 100 layers, but that this is a give and take. Yeah. What do you use for your stuff? I know this is a thing in Photoshop and Krita, but I'm not sure about too many other ones. And also, what was I doing? This is gonna hit from below. It's gonna get hit on the edges a lot too. I used to use GIMP a lot, and I don't think GIMP had that feature. Fire Alpaca. Okay. Yeah, just whatever works for you. I know I have people that tell me I need to try what's it called? Clip Studio. I've heard that one's also a really good one, and I think they have a similar alpha lock or some other feature that makes it really easy to fill in areas like that too. Yeah, I think Fire Alpaca, it looks very similar to Clip Studio. I don't know for certain, but I think they call it a layer clipping on Fire Alpaca. Just Googling it myself. Yeah. Hang on, I'm trying to. Come on. Never mind, my snipping tool isn't working. Oh, goodness. Whatever. But yeah, I just looked it up. It looks like they call it layer clipping. or I think they just call it clipping, and it functions the same way where it's only clipping to us to the layer beneath it. I'm not sure if you can do multiple layers on top of each other that all like pile onto one layer, but it, hopefully that helps. And it also makes it super easy. So yeah. I mean, getting late for you. I stay up till like 5 in the morning because I hate sleep. Sleep is the cousin of death. And also, I like staying awake at night. I don't know what it is that makes me stay awake at night. I think originally it was like so I can get more stuff done, and then I just kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, and like now it's just like part of my personality, and I don't want to stop it. Which sucks because like there's like nothing to do at night. It's good when you have things to do. It sucks whenever you don't have anything to do, and like you still, you can't go to bed because you're just sleepy. Oh, sorry. Have a good night. Thanks for hopping in. Firepuck. I've never heard of that one. There's too many new ones. Is it free? I'm pretty happy with Critter, so I don't think I'm going to be moving to something else. Yes, it is free. I've literally never heard of it. That's weird. Yeah, I think it might be like a... If Crit is supposed to be like a free Photoshop, I think Fire Alpaca is supposed to be like a free Clip Studio Paint. Or what's that anime one? Is Clip Studio Paint the anime one? Yeah, I think so. I think Clip Studio Paint's supposed to be like the specific comic book anime type one. Or I think Paint Tool SAI. I'm getting lost on the tangent now. I'm sorry. But now like my brain is curious. Photoshop, Procreate. Procreate's just like the tablet stuff. Krita is less versatile than GIMP? In what way? I'm on one of those websites that I think is like 100% just like a paid website where they just like make articles for companies. Okay, yeah. I'll stop looking at this now. I'm focused. I'm focused. I'm gonna do like a little bit of gradient. No, I think the sleepiness is starting to hit me. I know I was just like bragging about how like I'm up really late, but I think on days when I'm streaming, it's so weird because like I'm not doing anything like that extreme, just talking for a bit, but like I'll actually like fall asleep like immediately after I finish streaming, like within an hour sometimes, like just in my chair, just, and it's very embarrassing. I mean, no one sees it, but you know, like I'll be like embarrassed at myself that I can't like control that. I'll be like honk shoe, honk me. Having earphones in for like an hour, 2 hours now. Oop, that's not what I want. Think about right there. Because I just realized like if this part of the gun is catching light, then it'd probably extend like up to here, especially since his face is catching it too. So to keep it consistent, it probably needs to stop like at around here. That's when it like can stop catching like the light from the phone. It's really strong right now, but I think we're gonna like dial it down to like right there. Maybe put a gradient on it so it's like. Yeah, that way. Like something like that, maybe later. so that way we can have like the light strong here, but a little bit softer the lower it goes. So he's still like stays like shadowy, but it keeps like the strength of the light because that's gonna be like the focal point. Naturally, like if you're trying to make like a character image, the face should be like the focus point as far as like the values. So the brightest part of the image should usually be the face, unless you have like some other element that you really want to focus on too, like maybe it's some text on a phone or some small detail of the character that'll like catch your eye. You know, it's just playing around with those little elements. Like they're all tools. I say this like I'm an expert, but like I really am very like, I think maybe like my worst aspect as an artist is, or like not my worst, but like the aspect of my art that I have like the least amount of experience with is lighting. I'm very bad at lighting. Maybe color's like next to it, but I think as far as like anatomy and line art, I'm pretty decent. Not there yet. I recently had a discussion with somebody who was like offering art advice, like a professional artist that I follow. They were just like asking to see people's artwork and offering free advice, just I guess because they were bored. And they said that I think they couldn't really find too many faults with my stuff. I'm not saying that to like act like there is nothing wrong, but I think that there's whatever is like not like really hitting with my art is really hard to like specify. Because I mean, like I've tried looking at it and just like really sitting down and thinking about what like people like, what people don't like. But something that they noticed, they recommended, was that my anatomy might be a little stiff. So I think in this pose you can especially tell. But I mean, even this one breaks out a little bit as far as the silhouette. So like what happens is I think of a great pose, but then I dial it down in order to make it make sense anatomically. Like make sure that like the arms aren't like excessively long or the legs aren't excessively long, and make sure that like the angle of the muscle isn't like warping in a completely unrealistic way. And then once I dial it down, that's where I leave it. And that makes it so like I'm not pushing poses as far as I can. So like everything feels very stable when like I don't want things to be stable. So let me see. I'm trying to think of like an example. Because like I really want my art to be like very extreme as far as like the poses. Like I really want to push the poses. But sometimes I like dial it. I always dial it down so like some anatomical parts are clear. You know, it's very obvious where the arm is pointing, very obvious where the leg is pointing, and you know, there's no debate about it. So like here, this is supposed to be like an extreme, not in a super extreme pose, but it's like I think it kind of shows like how stiff my poses can be, where it's like it's very, you know, leg up, leg down. Everything is like neatly proportioned. The character isn't twisting too extremely. You know, it's very stable, I would say. And this one is like very obvious too, where it's like it's not pushing everything as far as it could go. Or maybe this one too. This one's probably a better example. This one's a piece I did in a single sitting, actually. So I was trying to make like a really dramatic pose with like his arm like cocking back, his shoulder cocking back. I really like this piece actually. But yeah, you can see like I'm trying to like really push how extreme the pose is. But because I'm like focusing on trying to make everything visible, like I'm not able to push it as far as it can go. So like I think I could have like maybe brought this closer to the camera, this leg, just like really force that towards the camera. I could have made this arm really far back into the shadow. But like because I'm trying to make everything consistent, I'll like dial it back, dial it back, dial it back. But yeah, that's something I'm gonna be trying to work on after this piece, because this one's already like finished line art wise. Like it's already a done deal. And I mean, this one wouldn't be one where I make it too extreme. I think maybe the only issue as far as like the pose that I would have done is maybe make the knee a little bit more forced towards the camera. But this was also one where like I really like the silhouette of just somebody standing on the roof, like nothing extreme, like very casual. Like I think because of there's a nice little contrast of the character being so calm and composed when he is a madman with a gun on the roof. Like he's not a madman, but like obviously, what do you even say about a hitman? I think you can call them like madmen, right? Like I think the personality is just very organized. He's there for money. He's doing it as it's just a job. It's just work. But you know, he's also taking people's lives. So like I think you can very easily get away with calling them madmen. Anyways, that's what I'm going to be just working on in the background. Like I have a drawing that I'm mostly done with, that I'm really happy with, that I think I pushed really far. I don't think I pushed as far as I could go, but I pushed a lot farther than I tend to. Let me switch the cameras for a bit. That way, like, I'm gonna be really big. Peekaboo. All right. So here is a drawing that I did on my sketchbook recently. I'm gonna try to get it to focus. We got to stay zoomed out. Maybe the camera just won't work. That's good enough. You can kind of tell what's going on there. But yeah, you can see how like the pose is like a lot more dynamic, where the foot that goes back. Oh, pointing at it's gonna be hard. Okay, here we go. The foot that's going back is like way smaller than the rest of the piece. The leg that's up front is really far into the piece. It's a lot bigger than it should be. And then the back half, I think, is a little bit more evenly proportioned. You can call that the midsection. The arms, the leg, the chest, everything's kind of on the same like level. I did want the back arm to be a lot further, but it ended up looking a little wonky, and I kind of wanted the movement of the arms and like the look of the character, and that's where it is again. Like I get too invested in the making sure that everything is visible, making sure that every part of it, like of the character design, gets a time to shine. But I'm still really pleased with that one, because that's one's like, I think that one's like just tiling up just a little bit. We're going a little bit higher, and we're gonna see if I can keep going higher before like I start getting to like really crazy poses that like doesn't even make sense on this plane of existence. Okay, back to this. Okay, so I think as far as like the lighting, we're pretty much good here. I think, or as far as like where the light's gonna hit, we're pretty much good. Like I don't think there's any section that's missing the lighting that it needs. So I can start like defining things a little bit more cleanly, piece by piece. I'm gonna grab these two. Why is this an eraser? Why aren't you an eraser? There we go. Now I can switch back. Now I can switch between them a little bit more efficiently. Okay, come on. I'm probably gonna call it very soon. But I think we're getting closer to where I want to be as far as like how I'm gonna handle the shading of the piece. Oh, this gun's gonna be a nightmare. Please. It does look pretty cool though. Hang on. Sorry, I got distracted. I just realized I don't know how the light's gonna hit this. There we go. Yeah, that works. I keep forgetting I have an eraser. I don't need to keep clicking the button. Just like that. Fill that in. There's a little nub right there. Then we're going to trim this down. Maybe we should just use a line tool for this. Okay. Yeah, that's my deadline for tonight coming up. This one's hard because I think the magazine is gonna be catching light from the phone, at least up to like here. But I'm also not sure because like it's also catching it like here. How's it gonna work? I think maybe like this, because it is like a rounded little edge to it. Tiny little bit of gradient. We do a little gradient. Yeah, I think it'll make more sense once I like start to put in gradients. So like here. So we can like control like exactly how like strong the lighting is. And that'll come later. Okay. Oh. Don't know what just happened there. I have no idea what's going on here. Oop. Just me putting on a light. There we go. Now I got it. Okay, that's the underside. So right here. Then from here transitions into just edge lighting. So nope. Oh, hold on. I think actually this would be still catching edge light, so it should be a much thinner light on it. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Oh. Oh my goodness. I feel like I've been spending hours on this. Oh wait. That was a very dumb thing to say. I don't know what just happened there. My brain did not compute for a minute. I think maybe just like right here. I don't know if like the light would, because this is like pointing up towards the sky, and he wouldn't be catching too much light during the night. I think that makes sense. Hmm. I think maybe just the edges would catch it. Keep things consistent. Just like that. I think it just wraps around it a little bit. Because curved surfaces can be pretty funny with light. say as a scientist? Light. What is a light scientist called? An optometrist. No, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they'd be like working with lasers and stuff like that. Optical scientist? Oh yeah, I guess like optical scientist, optical engineering. Okay, just curious. Just like my brain doing a little tangent, just a little tangent. Hurry up. More. Okay, I'm gonna call it there. That was way too much work. I'm tired. I'm gonna go ahead and pop into the little save. Ooh, big stretch. Let's die this down a bit. Let's put it like like let me just do like flat 90. That's an 80. You know, that's fine. 80's good. All right, so we're gonna call it there. Thank you everybody who was here, even if it was only for a few minutes. I really appreciate this conversation and just anybody checking out my art, even if it's, like I said, a few seconds. a few minutes, a few hours, or if you're just catching the backlog of the what's it called, the archive that goes up on the YouTube channel later. Just anybody spending time with me and getting a chance to look at my art, I think it's really kind. Like, I really appreciate like anybody just taking the time out of their day to hang out. I'm an artist. People noticing me is like literally what gives my brain serotonin. All right. Trying to. It's been a little while, so forgive me for not being able to remember my usual lines. Okay, so make sure to check out my Instagram. That's usually where I post my artwork most up to date. I haven't posted in like 2 to 3 weeks. I feel like such a bad person, but I just need, I had a lot of stuff going on, and I've been just trying to like having fun with some of my artwork. I haven't been able to finish anything too significant to post about. Maybe I'll post like a bunch of my work in progress just to feed my little algorithm and make sure people know I'm not dead and I'm still doing stuff. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff that I could post on if I do like my work in progress. I think I have like 4 or 5 pieces that are being worked on because like I keep having new ideas and wanting to work on them. But yeah, check out my Instagram. Like I said, link down below. I also have, it's pretty much the same name, Raul A. Pena _art, because people won't know I do art unless I put it in my name. But anyways, check out my YouTube channels. I have 2. So there's one where I do the archive where all my, streams are just uploaded for posterity, in their full. So if you want to just watch what I'm doing, skip through it, just anything, however you want to do it, there's that channel over there. If you also want, I also have a time-lapse channel where I make time lapses of the entire stream into 5-minute, 6-minute little digestible chunks. That way, if you don't have the time or you just want to see what progress I've made since the last time, you can check it out there. Also, whenever I'm finished with a piece, I do what is called a supercut. So that's all the time lapses of a single piece from just stacked up with each other and made into like maybe 10 to 12 minutes. 10 to 15, I mean. And those are really good because you can see like the very first few little sketch lines that I do and see the entire evolution of the piece up until the very end. It's very satisfying. It makes me look really cool, even, when I'm definitely not cool. It takes out all the mistakes. It's very satisfying. So look forward to that whenever I finish a piece. Check out my DeviantArt if you want to see some of my older pieces. I do post there too, but I've been very slacking on there. I don't know why. I need to get back to actually like posting some of my art on there because I think there's been like 4 or 5 pieces since then. Anyways, check out my DeviantArt. There's also old pieces if you want to see some of my work and see where I've come from. I will be embarrassed, but it is what it is. I like being active on there. I'm pretty active on DeviantArt. Check out my commission sheet down below if you want me to draw one of your characters for you. I love working on D&D characters, Vampire the Masquerade characters, or if you want me to just draw like one of your favorite anime characters for you, like I would love to do that. My style, their style, I can't do every style, but I can get pretty close. Especially like some of the more usual shonen anime, I can replicate that style pretty easily if I needed to. But yeah, sorry. Check out the issue sheet down below. If you don't understand it, just shoot me an email. I don't mind just talking about it. And tell me about your character. Tell me what you like about them. Just, yeah, my email's open for business. And then I also have a PayPal link down below if you just want to make a one-time donation. I'd really appreciate it. Just anybody putting money down makes me feel like my time is really being appreciated. Like it means the world to an artist whenever someone is like able to put money down on the work that they produce. Like it's what it's all for. It's, the appreciation, the attention, and then money is like in the world we live in. That means a lot. So yeah, if you just want to make a one-time donation, I can spend it on more art tools, improving the stream, the visuals. Maybe one day I'll get a green screen. Who knows? We'll do wacky stuff. But yeah, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm gonna be here next Tuesday, the Tuesday after that, and I think the 3rd Tuesday I'll be off. I'll be watching another Broadway show because they are all happening within this time period. I don't understand. All the concerts are happening this time period. All the Broadway concerts are happening during this time period. And then the rest of the year, nothing, not a drop. It's insane. But, sorry. Yeah, that's going to be it. See you next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I hope you have a good night. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Adios. Goodbye. Bye-bye-bye-bye.